region between luxury and merely premium cars is a misty space in which the Nissan Maxima, the brand's flagship sedan, contends against the likes of the Toyota Avalon, Hyundai Azera, Kia Cadenza, and Chevrolet Impala, to name just a few. What are the determining factors? Clearly, it's more than price. The Maxima's MSRP range opens at $33,795, which is right around the current average new car transaction figure. Like all cars in its class, it easily can be equipped to climb over the $40,000 frontier, and the top-off-the-line Platinum Edition, our test subject, starts at $41,225. That's barely a down payment for any Rolls-Royce. They might not even let you in the door with so little cash. But for 95%ers, 40 grand is a substantial sum, and in their eyes, had the industry not invented the premium category, this Maxima would qualify as a luxury. Or it would with an Infiniti label on it. Another distinguishing characteristic of this class is that the cars share their mainstream brand names with lower-rung models such as the Corolla, Elantra, Forte, Cruze, and Sentra. Premium rewards leaving aside the badgy prestige factor, let's check the major luxe elements here. Leather, check, and the seats are heated, ventilated, perforated, and white. Wait, white? Nissan calls it cashmere, the other choice being charcoal, but it's a very light hue that dictates no chocolate ice cream cones be allowed inside, ever. It's hard to love this Nissan's wood grain trim, too, which is allegedly inspired by mahogany. Its appearance on the instrument panel, door trim, and center console is one of the upgrades that comes standard with the Platinum trim level, and it makes a case for choosing the slightly less pricey and marginally more driver-oriented SR model we tested in mid-2015. Regardless of the optics, there's lots of room inside, comprehensive infotainment and connectivity, first-rate audio, upscale appointments, quality materials, and low levels of interior noise regardless of vehicle speed or pavement surface. On the outside, the Maxima may not have the understated elegance of high-end rides from Europe or the inoffus individuality of recent Cadillacs. But its various angles and creases make it at least as intriguing to look at as any Azera or Impala. And that front-end treatment, Nissan calls this new family look of motion, contributes to a curbside presence that makes it hard to ignore. It's only skin-deep checking under the sheet metal, the luxury car argument gets a little feeble. The naturally aspirated 3.5-litre V6 cranks up respectable horsepower, enough to propel our 3,607-pound test car to 60 miles per hour in 5.7 seconds, not exactly thrilling but consistent with the standards of its competition. Despite its 300 horsepower, the Maxima's powertrain is the key factor keeping it out of the luxury ranks. Front-wheel drive and Xtronic continuously variable automatic transmission CVT do not surpass Rentalcar norms. Nissan has been a leader in CVT development, and the Maxima suggests this on several devices edging toward acceptability among folks who like to drive. With a weighty foot on the throttle, the transmission delivers simulated upshifts and also responds well to manual shifting. However, a firm foot on the accelerator is required to get into the stepped shift logic. Moderate throttle inputs still produce strong hints of the classic slipping clutch CVT response, a sense of the transmission trying to keep pace with the engine. On back roads, the top Maxima gives a surprisingly good account of itself, with a button-down chassis and suspension tuning that's firm enough to keep cornering attitudes reasonably level and responses to steering inputs reasonably prompt. Press the throttle hard in a decreasing radius turn and the results are predictable, understeer progressing from undeniable to epic. There's a sport mode to sharpen responses a bit, but the phenomenon is the same, front drive is front drive, and the trait is common to all the Maxima's premium competitors. On the other hand, the steering is a cut or two above most of its rivals, ride quality is supple without being squishy, and the Maxima is a serene place to be as the miles accumulate. From here to infinity this car may not have the prestige red that goes with the recognized luxury brands, and as we've already observed in our test of the SR model, The marketing pitch that it's a Ford or sports car is akin to suggesting that a Shetland pony is a good bet to win the Kentucky Derby. But assessed for what it delivers, the Maxima's hedonism is undeniable. If labels and logos aren't terribly important, luxury is a quality that's experienced via the eyes, the hands, the ears, and the seat of the pants. And by those indices, the Maxima scores max points on the premium scale.
Yeah.